Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome. So first of all, this is weird because I'm actually recording on an actual camera. new. But anywho, so I'm basically making a new, totally different video talking about books. So I basically want to join the book community, and my first attempt at that was going to be making this video of a book haul that I recently or of books that I recently purchased. So it's like only about 4 books, but I want to get a hang of this, you know, like I want to get the ball rolling. A part of me was like, what do I really have to offer the book community? Is it too many? Is it too what's the word? I forgot the word, but basically, congested, you know, are too many people doing this? But it's something that as of late I've genuinely enjoyed. Like I really just love to decompress in literature, like lose myself in the words and the stories and the books. So I just want to share that love for reading and books. So yeah, let's just unpack these books. So it's just something cute, like cute little mini book haul. I hate how this is just like 3 hardbacks and 1 paperback. That's annoying, but for the aesthetic purpose. But no, so I just kind of want to go over this little mini book haul, and basically this be my introduction into Booktube, which I hope to continue on. So yeah, that's that. All right, so I'm just gonna dive right in. All right, so I'm probably just gonna read the back because I'm new and I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, so the first book that I picked up was Educated by Tara Westover. So I did start it, that's why it has like some tabs. I'm on chapter 11, so I'm not gonna speak to like a review portion of it. I'm just showing you guys like what the books I picked up were. So this book is basically about like this woman that her family basically didn't believe in public schools, education. Well, not education, but public school, I should say, education. So she basically does not attend school. And we basically, it is a memoir, so it's factual things that happen in her life, and we're basically just following her story. So as of now, it's like super interesting, because I think that's just wild, right? Because it's like a family that's just not conforming to society, which that's what we do, right? Like we get social security cards, we get birth certificates, we go to school, like that's just something that happens. So I think I'm just like really interested to see how this unfolds at the end, and her going into adulthood, because right now it's still like very much into her childhood, and she's like 11 years old in the chapter that I'm in. So yeah, super intrigued. So that's the first one I got. The second one I got is The Fury by Alex. I cannot pronounce his last name. Michaelides. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but this man wrote The Silent Patient that I recently read last month, and I was obsessed. So he had a new release, and I'm like, yes, thank you very much, add to cart. Like I'm gonna purchase it and I'm gonna support, because that The Silent Patient took me in for such a ride, like in the best way possible. So yeah, I just got this one. So this one says, this is a tale of murder, or maybe that's not quite true. At its heart, it's a love story, isn't it? Lana Farrar is a reclusive ex-movie star and one of the most famous women in the world. Every year, she invites her closest friends to escape the English weather and spend Easter on her idyllic... Oh my gosh, this is a horrible first impression. Idyllic private Greek island. I tell you this because you may think you know this story. You probably read about it at the time. It caused a real stir in the tabloids, if you remember. It had all the necessary ingredients for a press sensation, a celebrity, a private island cut off by the wind, and a murder. We found ourselves trapped there overnight. Our old friendships concealed, hatred, and a desire for revenge. What followed was a game of cat and mouse, a battle of wits, full of twists and turns, building to an unforgettable climax. The night ended in violence and death. But who am I? But who am I? My name is Elliot Chase, and I'm going to tell you a story unlike any you've ever heard. So just with that, I'm lying. Just with the fact that he wrote The Silent Patient had me like, yes, but I read the synopsis and I was very intrigued. So this I have not started at all, but I'm really, really, you know, excited to start that one. I'm sorry, y'all. My daughter has a lot to say too, because she also likes books. So the next one I grabbed, this one is a thickie, she a little thick. This one is Wellness by Nathan Hill. From my understanding of the synopsis is basically you follow this story of the two main characters, Jack and Elizabeth. They met when they were really young and they get married. So you're basically just following like the evolution of their relationship. But what drew me in was, so it is part of Oprah's book club of 2023. I also saw like a little interview of her talking about it and how she really, really enjoyed it. So that had me in. Oh, I think I found it on the Goodreads. I don't know if it was like up and running for a literary fiction award. Like, I forget, to be honest, but I did see it on Goodreads. Then I saw Oprah's interview about it. And yeah, so it's following this relationship, and what I really enjoyed about it, from the synopsis, it seems that it's just like following their mundane, you know, day-to-day life. And I really love that, just because there's probably gonna be so many real elements in this story, because, you know, not everything is like not everything is like fluffy butterflies, you know. Sometimes you just want to read something that you can truly relate to. So that's why I got that one. All right, so the last book that I picked up was Love Your Kids Without Losing Yourself by Dr. Morgan Cutlip. This one. So I also started this, as you can see the annotations right here. Honestly, I annotated a lot just to be like in the beginning stages of it, but I'm basically halfway through this book. It's really like only 200 something pages, so it's not a long read, but I did pick this up because I'm a mom, and you know, you very much do lose yourself in motherhood, I should say. So I was like, yeah, let me pick this up. So it says 5 steps to banish guilt and beat burnout when you already have too much to do. Facts. So this book, I actually made an annotation key. I don't know if you could see that. So I did like relatable facts, meaningful advice, skills to reference, implementing skills. So this obviously is kind of like a self-help book, because it's gonna give you advice and it's gonna give you steps to overcome, you know, basically feeling like you're giving everything to your kids and you're just like so depleted, you have nothing else to give, kind of thing, right? And then if you're in a marriage or relationship, it's that's even more exacerbated because it's just another person that you have to pour into. So I just really love this, and I felt like it was the perfect time because I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. So if there's any time to read this, I feel like it would be now. But yeah, so far so good. Like I said, I want to do like a recap of February reads, so I'm not going to go too into depth about it, but I will read the little snippet here. So it says, moms don't need another list of things to do with the time they don't have. You want to be a great mother. You also want to be a great wife, friend, artist, businesswoman. Facts. A person with her own thoughts. How do you honor your whole self without ignoring your kids or feeling guilty half the time? Psychotherapist and relationship expert Dr. Morgan Cutlip has helped over 100,000 moms regain their identity and prevent burnout through her popular courses, coaching, and social media wisdom. I'm gonna fast forward, but it basically says she'll show you how to rid yourself of mom guilt for good, identify your needs and express those needs with confidence, create a self-care plan that goes beyond pedicures and bubble baths, and thrive as a woman after being in the background for too long. I really resonated with that because it's so tiresome to kind of hear the same thing, right? Like, oh, self-care, you know, get away from your kids and go do your nails or go shopping without them, like something like that. And it's just like, that's not really realistic because not everyone can just separate from their kids, right? So it's kind of like, how do I have self-care while simultaneously, you know, caring for my children? So she does tackle that. Like I said, I'm only on page like 75, so I'm almost halfway through it, but she's already started tackling that from page 60. And that's when she had me like captivated into it, because at first I wasn't buying into her advice. But once page 60 hit, and I'm moving right along through it because it is resonating with me and it seems something that's very realistic. So I really can't wait to discuss this, especially if you're a mom. You know, I'm sure it'll be beneficial to hear the review. But that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm also reading or listening to an audiobook called In the Time of the Butterflies by, I forgot her name, but I'll probably put up a picture here. And that one kind of goes into history. Like, it's basically following a story of 4 young girls in the Dominican Republic during the time of Trujillo, which is... Mommy! Yes. Which was the dictatorship, during the dictatorship.
Mommy.
Yes, ma'am. Can I have 1 minute? Just 5 minutes, okay? You see, duty calls, y'all. But yeah, so basically that. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but I hope to have these books in my recap at the end of the month. So I'm really gonna try to be consistent. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up my video. Thank you so much for your time and watching this and listening. I would love to know what you're reading in February or what you would hope to read. And just drop that in the comments. Mommy. Because I need more...
Mommy!
Yes. I need more options, y'all. But I gotta go. Peace. Thank you for watching.